Hello. You think it's Steven Spielberg?
Okay,
flip that camera.
we are live, guys.
Got it.
Let me know if you see me.
No,
I'm
you're
not Steven
live.
Spielberg.
You're live.
I know. Oh, I'm live.
Yes, this is it.
I'm Steven Spielberg.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you might be in the world. This is Les Brown, this is Mamie Brown's baby boy, and I'm sitting with my pride and joy, Karim Ellis. And we're going to talk this morning about what he does. He is an electrifying, powerful speaker that when you have an event, you want to bring somebody in that will make you look good, that will be able to educate the audience, empower them, but also ignite their spirits to create the next greatest version of themselves. So welcome. I'm so glad to be with you.
It was an honor and a privilege, and a privilege as well.
Yes.
You are the maestro of motivation. I can't think of anyone who I'd like to spend my Sunday morning with besides you.
Well, thank you so much. I call him the Billy D of the motivational industry. All right? Oh, that rhymes. The Billy D of the motivational industry. Listen, Karim, when did you decide that you were interested in speaking?
Well, here's the thing. The thing I got in trouble the most for as a child was talking to people.
Okay, that's the two of us. We have that in common.
Yeah,
right?
so the thing being is when you understand that becomes a gift in your life, you understand that gift is something you use on a regular basis to make your way easier. Mm-hmm. So a lot of times I use my gift in the positive and in the negative. Mm-hmm. When I got in trouble, I used my gift in the wrong sense of the word, but I also use it in the right sense to excel in school, to get good grades, get things that I want. I'm a huge believer in unlocking your God-given gift and talent. What I tell people is your gift and talent is almost like my favorite car, Porsche convertible.
Okay.
Now here's the thing. I can use my Porsche convertible to rob a bank, or I can use my Porsche convertible to take me to work. Mm-hmm. The Porsche itself has no designation over how it's being used. It's up to the driver. Mm-hmm. And so when we find out our God-given gift and talent, our gifts work the same exact way. We can use our gifts to motivate and inspire the masses, or we can use them to pour people down. Mm-hmm. For me personally, I knew that I was called to use my gift to make people better. And so it's been a challenge and a chore. I've run into excellent people like yourself along the journey that's helped sharpen the tool. But it's a work in progress and a work in process, but here we are.
What have you been doing professionally before stepping into this area?
Okay. So prior to this, and I'm a huge believer on using your gifts right, I was using my gift in corporate America. So my last corporate job was a corporate trainer. They were using me to actually teach job principles and different things throughout the course of the workplace. And so I was having fun using my gift, but not maximizing the gift. It's almost like a child where you get to play with your toy for a couple hours, and then you got to put it away because you got to eat dinner or do homework. And you really want to be able to play with the gift 24/7. And so the goal for me was, how can I create and live a life where I'm blessing other people, but at the same time I'm getting paid to do what I love. And that's also using my gift and talent. So for me as a speaker, I love what I do on stage. I love that I get to impact people, that I get to bless people, I get to see change in people. But most importantly, it's fun to be out there and use that gift, that toy on a regular basis and get paid to do it.
You're watching me live my dreams because I believe you learn, you earn, and you pass it on. Mm. And what I love about Karim Ellis is that he's hungry, and he reminds me so much of myself. I could have gotten here faster if the other guys at the top would have just given me a shot. Oh, look here, I'm rhyming them today, all right? Because nobody can own the industry. And to me, at this stage of my life, it's about helping to pour into young men like Karim Ellis and helping them to go to that next level. And he's going to go far beyond me. He's smart, he's talented, he has the ability to custom design a presentation for whatever occasion that you have. But you also have some experience in real estate. We're talking about doing an infomercial together.
We are.
See, we believe live full, as Miles Monroe said, and die empty. We want to play a lot of things together, make impact as well as make money. And so tell us about what it is you do in real estate.
So real estate, that was a journey I started roughly 20 years ago. And the reason why I chose real estate, because there's many different ways you can make money. You can make money in real estate, you can make money in stocks, you can start a business, you can do multi-level marketing. But the facts show there's been more millionaires made through the process of real estate than any other thing out there. So for me, it was an absolute no-brainer. So when I had the money and I had the resources and I had the mentor, and that's the key, to be successful in any arena, the first thing you do is you set vision, you figure out where it is you specifically want to go, and the second thing you do is you find a mentor, someone who's been there, done that, has the t-shirt and the coffee mug to show the victories and the losses, and you find a way to get them to become your mentor, because your most valuable resource is time.
Yes.
You don't have that to waste. So the first thing I did was I found a mentor, and I worked for that person for 2.5 years. I wasn't getting paid anywhere nearly what I was worth. They were paying me only like $8 an hour to do it.
Yes.
However, it wasn't the pay. Because the most important thing for me was to master the skill set. The reason why most people stay at jobs longer than they're supposed to, when they do things for a living that they really don't care to do or they're not called to do, is because the job is paying them just enough money to be comfortable. We know the acronym for job is just over broke. So for most people, they jump into the job arena and they get stuck there for many years and they never walk into their full potential or the greatest version of themselves. So with me, I learned real estate close to 20 years ago. I came from a real estate family, so landlording was paramount in the family. We already knew that. But I also mastered other techniques such as rehabbing, such as wholesaling, done some private lending, and that capital, that seed capital from real estate is what I use to push forward the speaking career, the speaking dreams, speaking goals, and inevitably allowed me to meet you.
All right. Well, listen, if you're just joining us, this is Karim Ellis. He's a speaker, he's an entrepreneur, and he has a variety of skills and knowledge and methods and techniques to help you to begin to create the next greatest version of yourself. And you talk about powerful on stage. However, I'm not scared of him. Can you feel a brother up in here? I'm not scared of him, all right? Young broom sweep clean, but old broom know where to go. And let me tell you something. He is bad. Did you hear me? With a capital B. I'm telling you, he to see him, he has just so touched my heart and has ignited my spirit. And I believe you're never too old to learn and you're never too young to teach. So if you have an event and you want someone who will not just come in and regurgitate something they've memorized and just doing it everywhere, but someone who's knowledgeable. I never forget Mr. Leroy Washington told me, Mr. Brown, once you open your mouth, you tell the world who you are. When he speaks, you know he's knowledgeable. When Karim speaks, you know he's well read, he studies, he does his homework. And this is the time that you have to unlearn, learn, and relearn. And he is a student, a perpetual student. So if you have an event, if you want to bring someone in that can really make a major difference, I want them to hear where they can get in touch with you.
Okay. So the best way you can reach me is obviously by the website. If you want to go to www.karimellis.com, and I'll spell Karim because there's many different ways to spell it. KARIMELLIS.com. Or you can send me an email at info, that's INFO, at KarimEllis.com. Those are the two quickest, fastest ways to get a hold of me. If you're on social media and not connected with you, I would love to connect with you. I love pouring wisdom into folks on a regular basis, and I love to see your growth as well. And if you're on LinkedIn, shoot me a connect at Karim R. Ellis on LinkedIn as well.
Okay, I want you to repeat that,
Okay.
the spelling of your name again and how they can get in touch with you.
Yeah. So it's Karim, Karim. We have middle initial R. We have to do R because we got a lot of Karims out there. We want to make sure that we define who we are. So it's Karim R. Ellis.
Okay. Now, I want to ask you some things that just off the cuff in another direction.
Sure.
What's your favorite meal?
Favorite meal? Wow. I've had so many over the years. I'm going to say my favorite meal would be meatloaf.
Okay. And if you think about what is one thing that you love to do when you're not speaking, not earning money, what do you like to do in your leisure time?
Oddly enough, I am an introverted personality. Now, a lot of folks don't see that. They see me on stage and go, there's no way in the world you're an introvert. I'm the world's biggest introvert. So for me, my downtime consists of either reading, or I'm a kid at heart, so I play a lot of video games.
Yes.
Huge video game player. And just kind of mellowing out and finding time to myself. I think in this industry, we give so much to folks around us. It's important to be able to reel back and have that pleasure time to ourselves and work on unwind.
When people gather, when you've made your transition across over to the other side, what three things you want people to remember you for?
Okay. I want them to remember me, number one, for my message. I believe that I'm very, very transparent on social media. And part of the reason I'm so transparent is I don't believe that I'm here by luck or happenstance. I believe that we are blessed to be a blessing. And so with my journey, I love sharing it with folks because I want folks
but
not
what is your what is your message?
Message number one is live big. Live big.
Live big.
Live big.
Okay.
It costs you no more effort or energy to live a small, mediocre life than a large life. So why spend the effort and energy to play it small? We can always play large and play win. So first is live big. The second I'm going to say is master time, because that's our most valuable resource, our most valuable asset. Every second of every day we're trading something at a time. As a child growing up, we oftentimes would trade toys we didn't want. We call it swapping out. And whenever you swapped, you won a good trade. You don't want to get something an hour later for like got suckered.
Yeah.
And I find a lot of people that trade their most valuable resource, time, for something that's less than what it's worth, and they walk away feeling suckered 10, 15, 20 years later, only if they knew the value of what the time was. And then the third thing is we're blessed to be a blessing, meaning that we're not here put on this planet to just merely exist. We're not here to, as Delatorre will say, suck up all the air, drink up all the water, die and go home. Mm-hmm. But we're here for the purpose of making a difference in the lives around us. And as speakers, I think it's so important that we always remember we're blessed to be a blessing. Mm-hmm. Those are the
fantastic. His name is Karim Ellis. He's a powerful speaker and trainer, and he will make you look good. He will transform your audience. They will leave that event feeling better about themselves, but talking about Karim Ellis. Tell them once again how they can get in touch with you.
You can reach me on my website at www.karimellis.com. That's KARIMELLIS. You can also reach me email at info at karimellis.com.
All right. I call him the Billy D of the speaking industry. This has been Mrs. Mamie Brown's Baby Boy. You have something special. You have greatness in you. That's our story, and we're sticking to it.
Sticking to it.